is you. There isn't that they can buy a Quran. If I tell the Americans, it's less than $2 each. So what? To print 50,000 in France to send them to America, 50,000, it cost me $5.35. 50,000. I had them printed to send them to America. How much they're selling? They're selling for 5. Then I'm telling them, I said, look, these black Muslims, that's how you, Afro-American Muslims, the new converts. I said, look, if they are prepared to buy 1,000 at a time, give them for $3. Costing me $5.35, sending across the Atlantic, sell them for $3. Tell them that the guy who goes and sells, he makes $1 and you make $1. Look, I want people to have this book. This book is going to save us. This Allah is telling you, hold fast to Allah's rope. But we haven't got the rope. We haven't got it. We bacha the Quran. We listen to our qaris. We go into ecstasy and we exclaim, Allahu Akbar. I said, what is Allahu Akbar for? It's not the message. It's the music. It's the music, the rhythm, the breath control. No? What are you shouting Allahu Akbar for? Tell me. The message? No. It's not the message that tickled you or me. It's the music of the Quran. It moves men to ecstasy and tears, even non-Muslims. A.J. Arbery, a Christian, he translates the Quran into English as a Christian. He says, whenever I hear the Quran chanted, beautifully the way we read it, like this morning, there was a wedding here, beautiful recitation by a brother called Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman, what's his name? Sardin, Abdul Rahman Sardin. While I was listening to him, I was feeling jealous. I was feeling jealous. I said, this fellow, Saleh Muhammad, why didn't he ask this fellow to read tomorrow night in the Good Hope Center? Then after everything was over, I'm asking him, who's that fellow? He said, this is the fellow who will read tomorrow night. I said, alhamdulillah. Beautiful, wallah, beautiful recitation. We hope he'll be reading tomorrow night. He won the second prize in the world contest among the Qadis, and that to me means nothing. Second and first, there's no real difference. Because people, when they choose between first and second, they can't really make up the minds. You can't. They're so close. So then our prejudice comes in. I said, look, this guy here, he's a poor guy from Africa. If you give him the first prize, it'll do him a lot more good than that guy coming from South Africa. The South Africans are well-to-do people, very nice, So I said, look, I'll give it to this fellow. You know that? We can't be absolute just. Allah won't question about that. It's too delicate. That's too delicate now. That type of justice. You see, you have a tendency to help them, and okay, it'll help this fellow man. Saleh's son and some poor man's son. I said, Saleh's son gets $1,000. What is it to him? I says, look, it's good, this is good. I said, no, we give it to the other fellow. All the judges, we are human mind after all. I don't think Allah will question us about that. It's too fine. It's too fine. It's very difficult. Justice, can you see how difficult it is? But this is what we are going to do. But don't do injustice to people. However. So, I have drifted off.
The race problem.
Yes.
South Africa.
Yes. So, Islam has the answer that can bring the black and the white together. The Muslim colored and the Christian colored together. The Indians, Hindus, Muslim, Christian, all, only Islam can bring them together. The Jews and the Christians and the Muslims, only Islam can bring them together. So I said, this is the only solution to the racial problem of South Africa. Come and talk to me. Have you got another solution? Bring it. We want to hear. What have you got? We know the mess you have made already. This is. So that was it, my son. Somebody asked here. This is it. So Islam has the answer to but then the Muslim fellow jumps in. You know that? The Muslim jumps into the newspaper trying to ridicule. I say, you Muslim? And you're a Maulana? Means a Sheikh. You doubt what I'm telling? You are a Muslim? Look, let the Hindu come forward fighting me. Let the Christian come forward. Let the Jew come forward. Let the Buddha come forward. No, it's a Muslim shaitan who comes forward to fight me. You know that? Where is hurting you? Why should you come to fight me now? Ridicule me for what I'm telling you. But now sickness. You see that Deedat fellow is going to get his name. Deedat says this. Now you must contradict Deedat. Yes, my brothers. Yes.
Mr. Deedat said last night and tonight that we can buy the Holy Qur'an and give it to our Christian brothers.
Yes.
According to what we know and we practice that we must have it.
We must have it. Right.
Who do Holy Qur'an?
Yes.
Now how do we give it to them?
Right. I will answer that. The question is, those of you who haven't heard, you see, the idea is that we ourselves, we do not hold the Quran without wudu. We must be in a state of taharat. Maybe a married man, you had sex with your wife, next morning or after that you can't hold the Quran. You must have a complete bath. These are our regulations. We must uphold them. Then what about the non-Muslim? How can you give him when he doesn't wash his backside? No, look, the objection sounds very valid. Allah tells us in the Quran, La yamassuhu illa al-mutahharun, so none shall touch it except those that are pure. When we are not in a state of purity and when we can't touch it, that guy, is he pure? He's not. How can he touch it? I said, look, your reasoning is very good. But there are two standards of judging. One is, you and I are bound by a constitution. You have to follow that constitution. The other guy is outside that constitution. Until you have him converted, as soon as he is converted, he also has to follow that constitution. But while he is outside, his intention, his niyyah, gives him that purity of receiving it. And this is not I'm trying to sell, I'm to do business. Therefore I'm trying to do this, do business. Because with every Quran you buying, I'm giving you 15 rands. Wallah, 15 rands. That means, but I'll kiss your hand. I said, Jazakallah for buying it. Every Quran that I'm giving out to people is costing me 15 rands extra. I give you the Quran, you give me 5, that means out of 25 I got. And I give you 15 with it. So what's the purpose? What kind of madness is this? Why must I do that? To go to hell? No. I said, you see, I follow the example of our Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Towards his last days on earth, when he could sit back and relax, the whole of Arabia was at his feet. It was only a question of polishing them up, making them better Muslims. And relax now. Let the Sahaba, let them do the job. Not so. Allah Bari Ta'ala sends Akhi Jibreel to him towards his last days in Medina and commands him, tells him, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا كَافَّةً لِلنَّاسِ بَشِيرًا وَنَذِيرًا وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. He said, we have not sent you, O Muhammad, but as a giver of glad tidings and as a warner to the whole of mankind. Not only to the Arabs, but to the whole of mankind. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. But the bulk of mankind, they still do not know. So what does he do? Can he start running in all directions? Has he got this, what's this? This tax machines, this TV, BBC, ABC, America, PBS, what has he got? Nothing. Nothing. What is he going to do? So what he had, he did. He called the scribes, people who could read and write. He said, come. He dictated 5 letters to the Emperor of Persia, Emperor of Constantinople, the King of Egypt, the King of Yemen, and the Negus of Abyssinia. 5 letters on 5 scrolls, something like skin, like parchment. He gave one each to one Sahaba with one horse, the Arabian horse, the Mercedes-Benz of the time, BMW of the time. That's the Arabian horse. Invaluable life, one Sahaba, 1,000 miles this way, another one 1,500 that way, one across the Red Sea, 5 Sahabas. He risked their lives